as I have already quoted, Jupiter exalted in Capricorn and debilitated in Cancer. When I first posted this comment, there were very mixed reviews. Almost all were confused whether I have written correctly or if there is an error in my post. There is no error in my post, frankly speaking. So before I start with this session, I want to share my personal view with all of you, because since my childhood I've been interacting with various kind of astrologers, and I've been communicating with them, talking with them, and on the basis of the communication and their predictions, I was very confused, because what astrologers say, they did not match with the life. This is my observation. But then there was no other option except to believe them and follow their footsteps. But over the period of time, I have been observing life, observing people, and on the basis of my research work, I have come to conclusion regarding certain facts. So today I'm discussing one of them, which is Jupiter debilitated in Cancer and exalted in Capricorn. Okay. First of all, I will explain what is debilitation and what is exaltation. Okay. Any planet is considered exalted if that planet in certain sign is able to use its inner potential, its worth, if its inner capability to at its maximum or at its best form in certain sign, then that planet is exalted in that sign. Okay. And if any planet in certain sign is not able to use its potential or not able to prove its worth, then that planet is debilitated in that particular sign. So this is a basic concept of exaltation and debilitation. So in exaltation, planet is at its best, and in debilitation, planet is at its worst. So a brief description. Now the second point about two signs which I am going to discuss. First is Cancer and Capricorn. I have noted down all the points which I will be discussing with you, so that I should not waste yours time and mine time in any sort of discussion which is not relevant based on this topic. Okay. So second point is about signs, Cancer and Capricorn. And about Cancer, everybody knows Cancer sign is governed by planet Moon. Okay. So it means this Cancer sign signifies the planet Moon. And what is Moon? Moon is feelings, emotions, our sensitivity, our mind. This is Moon. Okay. As per my observation, as per my interpretation, Moon is the most unstable planet among all 7 planets, because 2 planets are shadow planets, Rahu and Ketu. So among all 7 planets, Moon is the most unstable planet. Okay. Because it denotes feelings, our moods, our temperament, emotions, when we feel sad, when we feel angry, when we feel happy. All is related to Moon. Okay. Why I say moon is the most unstable planet? Because throughout the day, we cannot remain happy. Throughout the day, we cannot remain sad. Throughout the day, we cannot be angry. Our moods, our feelings, our emotions keep on drifting, keep on changing. So, moon is the most unstable planet. I'm not telling any negative. I'm telling about the facts. I'm telling about the nature of moon. So, we cannot be in the state of mind, particular state of mind throughout the day. So, on that basis, moon is the most unstable planet. And on that basis, Cancerian sign is the most unstable sign. Fine. And now about Capricorn. Capricorn is governed by planet Saturn. And what is planet Saturn? Saturn is hard work, labor, routine work, or management. Working hard throughout the day, regular work, regularity, practicality, all is denoted by planet Saturn. Okay. So it is very difficult for us to be happy throughout the day or to be sad or in angry mood throughout the day, but we can work. Throughout the day. We can work. We can be regular in our work throughout the day. So on that basis, Saturn is the most reliable and the stable planet. Because we can work. We can slow the pace of our work, but we can work throughout the day. Even our inner body, our inner system continuously working throughout the day. So everything is related to planet Saturn. So on that basis, Capricorn sign is the most stable sign. Okay. So these 2 points I have discussed. First about debilitation and exaltation. And now I have shared with you the differences between Cancer sign and Capricorn sign. Cancer sign is the most unstable sign and Capricorn sign is one of the most stable sign. Okay. So our discussion will be based on these 2 things. Okay. First point. Jupiter in Cancer. As I already discussed, Cancerian sign is the most unstable sign because of moon. I request all of you, just be with me for the time being. For the time being, just leave everything outside. Whatever you have learned, whatever you have read, or whatever you have been explained, for the time being, leave all the things aside. After this session, you can discuss. You can compare what I have said and what you have read. You can compare. But for the time being, simply listen. Try to grasp what I am saying. Thank you. So, Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is knowledge. But theoretical knowledge. Not practical knowledge. Theoretical knowledge. Jupiter in Cancer means that knowledge of Jupiter always unstable. Unstable because of inconsistency, instability of the sign. But Jupiter in Capricorn. Capricorn, one of the most reliable sign, stable sign. Jupiter in Capricorn means that knowledge here is very stable, consistent. And one thing more, Saturn is practical knowledge. Jupiter is theoretical knowledge. So when theoretical knowledge combines with practical knowledge, then the knowledge is complete. Jupiter in Capricorn means complete knowledge. Jupiter, theoretical knowledge, Capricorn, practical knowledge. So my first point is over. I have proved that Jupiter in Capricorn is the complete knowledge, stable knowledge, consistent knowledge. And now my second point. Cancer sign. Cancer sign is number 4. Cancer sign. The energy of Cancer sign is focused towards house number 4. The energy of Cancerian sign is focused towards house number 4. That is confined to house number 4. And who is the boss here? In the house number 4, who is the boss? Mother is the boss. Okay? So it means the knowledge of Cancerian Jupiter, the source of knowledge of Cancerian Jupiter is mother. The source of Cancerian Jupiter is knowledge of Cancerian Jupiter is mother. And mother, what mother teaches? Feelings, emotions, caring, attachment. Mother is the strongest and one of the most weakest member of the society. So Cancerian Jupiter gains his knowledge from mother. His guru, his teacher, his soul guru is mother. So when Cancerian Jupiter comes out, faces the world, he has to face many obstacles, an uneven path, because the weapon he carries to face the outside world is emotions and feelings of the mother. That attachment. And the weapons, this weapon which Cancerian Jupiter carries to face the outside world is very fragile. When he goes outside, everybody is capable of dominating and misusing this person. When Cancerian Jupiter faces the outside world first time, everybody is capable of dominating and misusing or making him emotional fool. And this is a fact. However, in the case of Capricorn means that energy of Capricorn is confined to house number 10. The energy of Capricorn is confined to house number 10. And it's vastly spread through the house number 10. Here in the house number 10, Jupiter has n number of teachers. In house number 4, mother is the only teacher. But in house number 10, n number of teachers are there. Because house number 10 is the house of trickery. A lot of politics is happening. Everybody is fooling each other, leg pulling, cheating. Everything negative, positive politics is happening in the house number 10. So when Jupiter in Capricorn or Capricorn Jupiter faces the world, he is well equipped with the weapons which are very strong, because he has been taught, he has been guided but not by not only one person, but many persons. Because Capricorn Jupiter is ready to learn from all. This makes his knowledge rich day by day. The weapon Capricorn Jupiter carries is multidimensional and very strong. It is not easy to dominate and misuse this person. It's not easy to dominate and misuse Capricorn Jupiter person, because his knowledge is multidimensional. Rarely anybody could make him emotional fool. His knowledge is sharp like an edge of the sword. Point number 3. 2 points I've explained. Now point number 3. Scientifically speaking, Moon is a satellite, not a planet. It means it doesn't have its own light. He borrows light from sun and reflects in the night sky. However, Saturn, in its deep core of its existence, has its own light, temperature, heat. It has been calculated that at the core of Saturn, the temperature is 15,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the sun. Hotter than the surface of the sun. In case of Moon, Moon is reflecting the light of sun. Saturn is radiating the light. Saturn radiates twice the amount of heat into space as it receives from sun. Twice. So something original, that inner heat and pressure and temperature inside the Saturn planet, this makes the planet stronger and its knowledge original. So on that basis, Cancerian Jupiter borrows knowledge from his teachers and spread throughout the world. He lacks the originality, the knowledge. The source of knowledge is teachers in case of Cancerian Jupiter. However, in case of Capricorn Jupiter, the source of knowledge is he itself. That is a big difference. Now the point number 4. Moon is a selfish and cunning planet by nature. This shows that Cancerian Jupiter is more self-oriented and always focused on what he is getting out of it. Always focused on what he is getting out of it. Saturn denotes hard work, selfless hard work. Capricorn Jupiter is focused on others, what the best he can do for others without bothering own selfish interest. Cancerian Jupiter, self-boosting, self-boost himself. He's more interested in self-boosting. And because of this nature, Cancerian Jupiter is vulnerable to all sorts of undigestible knowledge, which may lead to depression. Because of this problem, depression is the main problem in case of Cancerian Jupiter, because he is vulnerable to all sorts of knowledge. And Capricorn Jupiter is interested in expansion. When we give, we expand. When we take, we contract. So Cancerian Jupiter contracts and Capricorn Jupiter expands. His knowledge is expanding day by day. Now point number 5. What is the base of Cancer sign? Is Moon. Moon is not a mature planet. It's the most immature planet. Because in its transit, during transition, Moon keeps on drifting from one house to another house in 2.5 days. Moon keeps on drifting from one house to another house in 2.5 days. Moon does not get time to be mature and grasp the gist of any house, because Moon is in any particular house for only 2.5 days. He is not able to grasp what is happening in that house because he has to move to another house and he keeps on moving. And because of this drifting in 2.5 days, he is not able to mature himself. He is not able to understand any house fully. And only because of this reason, Cancerian Jupiter, the knowledge of Cancerian Jupiter is superficial. Not going deep layer by layer. It's superficial. Whereas planet Saturn stays in one house for 2.5 years. One house, 2.5 years. He gets ample time to grasp and understand thoroughly the gist of any house. See the difference? 2.5 days and 2.5 years. Maturity Capricorn Jupiter gains is immeasurable, because he not only saw the things happening in particular house, but also tried and tested in various scenarios. That's the power. 2.5 years in one house. And Moon, only 2.5 days. And only because of this, Cancerian sign is not a very mature sign. Point number 6. And this is really very interesting point. Natives who have experienced or going through Jupiter main time period or Jupiter Mahadasha. I'm talking about Cancerian Jupiter, because I know a few people who are going through this time period, Cancerian Jupiter, and they are going through main time period of Jupiter, Mahadasha of Jupiter. And it's really pitiful. During this time period, native has to experience lots of ups and downs in all spheres of his life. Lots of ups and downs in all spheres of his life. Their popularity is only skin deep. Skin deep. Native forced to leave his house. He has to change his house. Place of business, new circle of friendship. His whole horoscope gets disturbed. Cancerian Jupiter, if he is going through its main time period, Mahadasha, that fellow, that native, his whole horoscope gets disturbed. Financially, not that problem might arise, but in other spheres of life, health issues. Oh my God, health issues. I'm saying not what I have read somewhere in the books, because I've come across these people, these natives who have passed this time period. Cancerian Jupiter. I've seen these people. They are respectable, they are famous, they are popular, they become popular, they become famous. Everybody is following him, but inside his life is totally upside down, totally disturbed. Health issues, relationship issues. As per my experience, this is one of the worst time period. Cancerian Jupiter in their Mahadasha, in their mean time period. This is one of the worst time period. And exactly opposite is the case when Capricorn Jupiter time period passes by. So I'm not to explain that. Seventh point, last but not the least. Let's talk about the domination of planet Moon and Saturn. Simply imagine a blank horoscope. Simply imagine a blank horoscope and ascendant, Cancerian ascendant. Blank horoscope, Cancerian ascendant, and Moon in house number 9. Okay, so 3 houses Moon is dominating, or its influence can be seen on 3 houses. First, Cancerian sign. First house is influenced by planet Moon. 9th house, where Moon is placed, and 3rd house, where it is aspecting, 7th aspect of Moon. 3 houses. So among 12 houses, 25% of the horoscope is dominated by Moon. Only 25%. And let's talk about Saturn. Now imagine another horoscope, Virgo ascendant, and put signs also. First house 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo sign comes in 12th house. Capricorn sign comes in 5th house. Aquarius sign comes in 6th house. So let's place Saturn in 1st house. Now let's see how many houses Saturn is dominating or is influencing. First, where it is placed, Saturn. 1st house, 1. 3rd house, 3rd aspect. Number 2, 7th aspect, 7th house. Number 3, 10th house, 10th aspects. Number 4, 4 houses. And 5th house, Capricorn sign. So house number 6. 6th house, Aquarius sign. So in all, 6 houses are influenced by planet Saturn or dominating by planet Saturn. It means 50% of the horoscope is dominated by planet Saturn. 50%. I tried my level best to explain the difference and explain my views, because what I say is based on my research work, based on my interpretations. I do read books, but I do not blindly follow them. I see life also. I observe people also very closely. If life contradicts books, I leave books. I believe life. Because life means it is happening. Books are written. It's not happening. Life is happening. So I request all of you, by the end of this session, I request all of you to believe in life. See the life. See the people experience. Your own experience. Not through books. Through your own eyes. Through your own intellect. And you will come to know something different. Something exclusive. Thank you everybody for watching me. For listening to me. I'm extremely grateful to all of you. Bye and good night. Take care.